Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from group 5 and we will explain chapter 6. My name is Nuriela Zulkarnain and here my partner.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Monique.
We will explain you about language attitude. So please give your attention to us.
Okay, here I will presentation about language attitude. Language is one human characteristic that sets it apart from other creatures. In addition, the language has a social function both as a communication tool and as means of identifying social group. And sociolinguistics is the study of language with social dimension. And so example, in Indonesian, the word attitude can refer to body shape, upright standing, position, behavior, or gesture, action taken based on view or position, belief, or opinion. Jadi language attitude itu adalah sikap bahasa. Jadi sikap tersebut mengacu pada bentuk tubuh, posisi berdiri yang tegak, perilaku atau gerak-gerik, dan perbuatan yang dilakukan seseorang berdasarkan pandangan sesuai dengan peristiwa. Dan sikap bahasa tersebut cenderung lebih mengacu kepada bahasa sebagai sistem language dan perilaku cenderung kepada pemakaian bahasa. Next, measuring language attitude, yaitu mengukur sikap bahasa seseorang. Jadi mengukur sikap bahasa ini terbagi menjadi dua. Yang pertama, direct method. Direct method, measuring language attitude by asking question in an interview or by giving a questionnaire to fill in by some respondent. Jadi indirect method ini pengukuran bahasa dapat dilakukan secara langsung seperti wawancara langsung dilakukan dengan menggunakan daftar pertanyaan secara langsung kepada responden. Terkadang ada juga kelemahannya seperti responden seringkali merasa ragu-ragu untuk menjawab pertanyaan yang diajukan sehingga wawancara yang diperoleh dapat tidak sesuai dengan kenyataannya. Dan yang kedua yaitu indirect method. Indirect method is a method to measure someone's language attitude. In this method, can use a measure someone's language. Next, factor influencing language attitude. Maksudnya faktor-faktor yang mempengaruhi sikap bahasa di sini terbagi menjadi 4. First, the prestige and power of the language. Jadi di dalam faktor ini prestige sociolinguistik terlihat dalam situasi di mana dua atau lebih bahasa yang berbeda digunakan dan kemungkinan penutur bahasa yang digunakan berbeda dan sering terjadi interaksi. Yang kedua, historical background of nation. In this factor, destination to developing a friendly relation among nation and promoting social progress. Jadi di faktor ini maksudnya menjaga serta mengembangkan persahabatan antar bangsa demi kemajuan sosial untuk menjadikan standar hidup yang lebih baik dan hak asasi manusia. Dan yang ketiga, the social and traditional factor. In this factor, very important state of influence on consumer behavior. Jadi maksudnya suatu kelompok sangat mempengaruhi melalui budaya kelas sosial, keluarga dan lainnya. Dan yang keempat, the language internal system. In this factor, the most widely spoken language have writing system of glyphs that enable sound or gesture. Next, attitude in language learning. Maksudnya sikap dalam pembelajaran bahasa. The negative or positive attitude is conditioned where with different factors which are unfortunately rather complex in nature. Maksudnya, maksud di dalam faktor ini, sikap sangat penting dalam pembelajaran bahasa karena memainkan peran kunci dalam pembelajaran dan pengajaran bahasa yang baik. Next, integrative language attitude. An attitude which is characteristic with some desire and behavior of the learners to integrate themselves with the language being learned. Maksudnya integratif dengan bahasa tidak akan terpisahkan karena sifatnya saling menghubungkan dan tidak dapat berdiri sendiri. Next, instrumental language attitude. Students who are less motivated in practicing the language outside the classroom are often less interested in understanding the culture of the native speaker of the language. Jadi dengan motivasi instrumental, tujuannya yaitu dapat memperoleh bahasa yang lebih bermanfaat. Misalnya kita bisa memenuhi persyaratan untuk lulus sekolah atau masuk di universitas yang kita inginkan. Setelah itu kita dapat melamar pekerjaan sesuai apa yang kita inginkan, membaca material teknis, pekerjaan terjemahan atau mencapai status sosial yang lebih tinggi.
Attitudes toward language uses. People might express their judgment toward use of particular language in a positive attitude or a negative. A positive language attitude is followed with action, whereas a negative language attitude is followed with negative one. One of the most traditional language attitude is the reaction, direct towards the use of taboo words and swear words. Attitude towards language users. Attitude towards language are often confounded with attitude toward the users. The attitude towards name can be actually seen in children's everyday behaviors of calling names in the playground, in which some are called or given bad names that are hurting the kids. This could be a reason why people, when they get old enough, change their name. Like the Hollywood actor like Tom Cruise from Thomas Potter and Jackie Chan from Chang Kwang-soon. Yes, Chang Kwang-soon. That is Jackie Chan. They change the name when they get old. And code crossing. Code crossing is a term applied by scholars in studying people's attitude towards language uses. Code crossing is a term applied by scholars in studying people's attitude toward language users. The term is used to describe the attitude towards use of language or a variety of it by speakers who is supposed to not use it. The communication accommodating theory, CIT. The communication accommodating theory, CIT, is a theory that describes a positive or negative language attitude found between communication in their communication. In theory is used to explain, especially the attitude shown by individual speakers toward their listener in a conversation. There are two important sociolinguistic concepts in the theory, namely first, convergent, and two, divergent. In convergent refers to the positive attitude shown by a speaker toward the listener by adjusting the feature of his or her language, the pronunciation, accent, vocabulary, structure so that they is understand the example, a mother adjusting her voice during talking with a baby, which is often the mother talk with such a slow way and short and simple expression like come here, like that. And then divergence. In CAT, divergence is a concept reflecting a language attitude that takes an opposite direction from the convergence. It refers to separation shown by a speaker from the listener language. Example, when an Afro-American boy keeps using his language for his strong loyalty to his ethnic, in addition to some belief that his variety of a language reflects his ethnic and cultural identity. The boy is divergent.